go and check that out. Yeah, we're gonna. How many episodes you got on there so far?
Right, so this is the big one.
Would you mind the camp?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, just wait for mate to come over.
Yeah, it's called Behind the Guest.
Behind the guest, Tom Fury. Nice to meet you, mate. All right, are you here for this?
Yeah. Of course I am.
So you think you? I don't want to say too much. Are you relatively local?
I live around the corner.
Right.
Literally around the corner.
And so, is your podcast? What is it? Topical to this kind of thing?
Gangsters.
Oh right, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
The lifestyle and that, obviously, where I come from, East
Right.
London originally.
Okay. So shout out the name of the podcast again. It sounds like one that everyone's going to want to check out.
Yeah, it's Honey Pile, Behind the Guest, and I'm Danny Deer.
And we're going to get to hear all the stories of what the lifestyle's like.
It's been released. It goes on about my childhood. Goes on about while I was serving in the military.
Right.
When I come out of the military, the gang life that I was involved in to where I am now.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
That life.
I'll check that out myself as well. Yeah. So and now you're out this side of things. See things like this today.
It's no good, mate. It's no good at all. You're getting all these Muslims that think they can get away with everything around here.
So that's what I was going to ask.
It might be acceptable in their culture to go around raping and pillaging people, but it ain't in our English culture.
See, I was up in Telford, and what he did was take her out of the forest, didn't he?
Yeah.
They were doing the same things with the girls up in Telford when we were doing the Rape of Britain up there. So literally doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And then from my right my understanding, that was kind of kept a bit quiet. It got a suspended sentence, and it's been carrying on working there.
Yeah.
So
The worst thing is, it's not just one barber's here. It's another one called Zach's Barbers.
Where's that to?
Around the corner.
Oh, jeez.
In the precinct. So up in
so
the
there's
high
two.
town. Yeah. It's one's been banged up already. He's gone to prison.
Right.
And his brother's taken over the shop, running it for him. So he's getting an income still.
Oh, jeez. So our area, because I've been trying to document like the Southampton side, and there's obviously, I don't you know the Southampton Patriots?
Yeah. That's exactly what I put on my Instagram earlier.
Fair play. Yeah, brilliant bunch of people. So they're like the shield over Southampton. So
hopefully Danny Harkins comes over.
Brilliant,
so he's
brilliant.
boxing trainer.
Right. So they've been doing it over there. But I was saying there has been very little protection in New Forest, and like when the High Ferry got cut, that actually done us a favour.
Yeah.
Because it stopped a lot of people coming over from the hotels. But I was saying a lot of these businesses are now not owned by us anymore, are they?
No, never. Too many barbers, too many Muslims.
Yeah. So do you think that people like around here are aware of that? Because one thing I didn't know if it was, are they coming out to protest the paedophile? Do they understand this is the religion of peace doing this?
Yeah. They're coming out here to make it known that it's not acceptable in our community.
Because I was sort of saying before I started talking to you today that old school way of doing things was to let people know you're not welcome if you're going to do that shit, and make them feel uncomfortable, make them feel like they're not wanted, and that, to me that's acceptable, isn't it? If someone's in a community shows themselves to be unable to stick to the rules of it, then you're not welcome.
Exactly that.
You're not welcome. You know, so
we won't tolerate it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
If they want to come over here, they abide by our rules.
Yeah.
Come over here, start making up their own rules and carrying on their cultures.
And the other thing as well, we're talking, you know this place. This place is demographically mostly white, right?
Yeah.
So you've got a handful of Muslims, and yet out of that, you've already named two.
Don't get me wrong. There's bad in every good community.
Of course.
Don't get me wrong.
Yep,
but
absolutely.
Most of those boys, I'd say, pretty good.
And the other thing as well is that I don't know about now, but our community's always sorted itself out. So if there was bad people in the community, they'd get sorted out, wouldn't they? You know.
Yeah,
so I think that these days a lot of the reasons things don't get sorted out is because people are getting scared of being called racist. Whereas if it was a white guy, they wouldn't be having the problem.
Exactly that. If someone got called a Paki, it's Pakistani.
Yeah.
Abbreviated.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what.
In the right context.
So I think if it's a white guy doing these crimes, they could be dragged down the street, no one would give a damn. Yeah. But they're scared of being called racist a lot of the time. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Make you right, mate. Honestly, I do.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate meeting you.
Anytime, mate.
And I hope things go well today. I see they've got 3 people waiting for you, so they're really ready.
Oh yeah. It's madness, mate. It's absolutely crazy. If you can, mate, at some point, you can just get a little film on this as well.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't mind obviously recording and whatnot, but
yeah, sure.
I'll cut the videos quickly, make some memory.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Yeah, I like your podcast, mate.
Yeah, I
Been
never.
on a few of them.
I really wanted to start doing like completely different stuff. But 8 years ago, I ended up doing like the Red Britain with Tom and people like that, and just got sort of pulled into this because the way things are going. You can't avoid it, can you?
Nah. No, it's in the police out there in force.
Yeah.
They're over there out in force now.
Yeah, out in force, all three of them.
Yeah, they won't stop us. They'll never stop us.
They're not. Why do you think they put such a pathetic number out there?
Because they know what's about to happen. They know exactly what's going to happen.
It's been a while since it's happened around here, but in my experience, it's never been tolerated before.
Never. There you go, mate. Go on, go for a video.
Oh, what have I got to do?
Just give us a little video.
Oh, right, sure.
Come over here.
Right.
We're here today, Southampton Patriots, Diamond Fades, ready to show our protest of force. Now, it's not acceptable for people in our community to come over here, for the Pakistani community, the Muslim community, to come over here and think they can make their own rules up. They think they can touch young ones. They come over to us in England and they find that they have to abide our rules. They don't make their rules up in our country, they abide by our rules.
What's your main aim for today?
It's a peaceful protest in numbers, but it's going to be to let it be known it's not acceptable in our community, for the Muslim community, for the barbers in general. It's not just one barbers around here, it's another barbers around here that are touching up young ones and they think they can get away with it.
Do you think that? What about you think the police force's role in all of this?
There's riot vans already parked in every single corner at the moment. Police over there, show them the numbers.
There's just 3 over at the moment on that side, but
then you've got just past there. You've got them parked up in the fish and chip shops over there. They're parked up there in a big riot van.
Right.
Territory van. They've got police over there at the moment, over at Esso. Yeah.
Okay. That's right next to us.
They know Southampton Patriots are going to come down and show a force.
Well, we know we're in good hands with Southampton Patriots because they are decent people. They do go for the peaceful protests, don't they? They do try and make things right.
And they are getting somewhere with it as well.
They
really are getting somewhere with it.
A brilliant group of people, and so thanks for doing this today. And so, is there anything happen with the other barbers, or is it centralised here?
As far as I know, Zach's barbers, he got arrested and he got sentenced to prison, and now his brother is running the shop. So now he's still getting an income while he's still serving inside prison, and it's business resumed as normal.
And this guy here, how on earth did he manage to get a suspended sentence for what he did, assaulting a 13-year-old girl?
Unbelievable. It won't be long until Southampton City take over Hive. Southampton City.
That's what they're trying to do, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that means there will be more policing around the area, fingers crossed. Not that we need them to do the job, but I think at the moment it's a 2-tier policing system.
Absolutely.
The 2-tier policing system for us doesn't really work at all. So we are the New Forest, and they are Southampton City Centre, City Council.
Yeah.
I moved here 3 years ago, and I've noticed that even in 3 years and that, there's been barely any police around this area. It's been peaceful, no trouble, no nothing. The minute the police come out here, start showing forces all the time, people start wondering what's going on around the area.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I've often said some of the most dangerous people could be the police on the streets.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So so hopefully this will send a message, because we also want to put up anybody else that has any ideas of coming here and trying this.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
We won't let
it happen in this community. No way we will.
We
stand with Southampton.
A few people in the community don't know or understand, or maybe dislike what's going on today, but may not know much about it, or low battery. What have you got to say to them? It's on low battery. I don't know if it's still working. What I say to everyone around this community: stand strong, stand firm, and let's just have a nice protest. Fair play. It's just about to go, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Nice
Cheers.
one. No, well, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Buzzing for it.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad to know the Southampton Patriots involved. Just made me feel a lot better. You know what I mean? Because they're like decent people. Is Lordy coming down too? Do you know who Lordy is?
I think he is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, that's cool. That's unreal.
Yeah.
So I'm real. I've done with all these places, never on my own doorstep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
I can't wait to have a look at your podcast.
Yeah, mate, honestly, yeah. Have a little look at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look.
Yeah. Yeah, you go on it if you want.
It kind of gives you a little bit of an idea. So, he's actually a nice guy, a really nice guy. Yeah, really nice guy. Reached out to me, but knowing that Southampton Patriots involved, that's kind of made me feel a lot better about it. Because I don't think, you know, how do I put this? You're not going to see burning buildings with them involved. So, at least not if they got any say in it anyway. So, have a look at his channel. He mentions this at the beginning of the video. You'd have to have a look back at the beginning of the video. But basically, he just I don't want to speak out of turn. He described himself as an ex-gangster, and so he's got a podcast where he basically tells the story from that, you know, right from very young all the way through to becoming now ex-gangster and been on the other side of it and trying to do good. It sounds like a brilliant podcast. I just can't remember what it was called. I need to go back to but it is in this video. That's why I wasn't too worried about losing it, because I know I said it. He said it, sorry, at the beginning of this video. So have a look at the beginning, and he does say it about twice. I've got him to say it twice. So, and have a look, because it will be. I reckon it'll be worth watching. He seems like a real interesting guy. I reckon he's been through the mill. You know, you can tell. But he's come out the other side like a decent bloke. On first impressions, anyway. You know. There's a lot of people. I'm in a car park here. I'm in a car park, and there's a lot of people all watching and waiting. So. I thought maybe this was going to be a shutout and nobody was going to turn up. I was wrong. They're going to turn up. I don't know how many, but they're going to turn up. I'm going to get a little bit closer. I don't want to get too close because I don't think anyone's going to have a punch up with a brick wall. So I need to be in a position where I can actually film and see. So bear with me. I'm just a bit worried about live. I don't want to. Basically, I'm just going to tell you this now, so you don't need to. If anything happens that I think is incriminating or YouTube unworthy, I'm going to switch to pre-recorded mode, and I'm going to pre-record. So if I do switch off, I will have my reasons. And then obviously I'll need to go and I don't want to make the mistakes that streamers have recently. So just to let you know, I don't foresee that being a situation today. I really don't. I'm just saying it as a outside chance, as a maybe, if that kind of thing did happen, which I don't think it will. But if it did, that's going to be my position, is that I'm going to pre-record it, because that keeps people safe on all sides. Does that make sense? I hope that does. I hope it makes sense. So, Mikey B, good to see you. Oh, in my glass. I haven't got my glasses. For fuck's sake, I haven't got my glasses. It's been a while. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mikey. Good to see you, Dave. Do you know what? That is crazy. Crazy. All the places I've been, and to think of it being on my doorstep, it's both inspiring and sad, because look, they've got themselves organised. I'll tell you what, this is what we need to do more of, right? Because the left have all this stuff paid for, all this stuff ready. On the right, we don't, right? We need to see more of this. This is organisation, and this is what people like the Southampton Patriots and that do. They have a lot more organisation than a lot of these other groups do, because they're trying to do things on a shoestring budget, right? Whereas the left get paid, but you've got to find ways, and one of the ways is planning stuff ahead of time, getting organised. You don't need loads of money if you've got time and organisation. And these guys have got time and organisation. So, you know, if you've got that, look, they've got that. See what you've got there, right? So that's exactly. Say let's say you see the lefties turn up for an anti-Donald Trump march or something. They get off the train. This is fact. I've got this on film. I showed it when that march was happening. They get off the train in London. They've got the signs waiting for them. They pick the signs up. They don't even know what they say on them. That's why half their signs contradict each other, and they look old because they've been reused. They take them and they go and demonstrate. Then they drop them where they are, which is why the left always leave a mess after them. And then they go home because they've been paid, and they knock off. With us, we're making our own, and we've always struggled for that reason. So we have to go and pay for stuff, but these people have got organised, they've got the shit together, and they're starting to get stuff, you know, they're being realistic about the numbers, but they're getting it organised and stuff, which is what people needed to be doing, to be honest with you, yesteryear. So it's good to see, especially in a small community, especially in a small community, and especially where you don't expect this. Not only are they standing up for the community, they're getting organised to do it. So it's not just a rage, I was worried this was just going to be a rage-induced event that stood for nothing, and it's not. I need to show you. That's my new bike. Look. Let's see it. Yeah. So you see the signs when they go up anyway. But you know, just that little bit of organisation. It's the same as like with our podcasts and that. You see with me, a tiny little bit of organisation can make a podcast go up 10 times as well. Like this morning, if I could have showed you slides of how this place looked before, after the spray painting, blah blah. If I could have brought all that for you before I started this video, intro, isn't that a better video? You know, and it's the same process. Get yourself organised, sing from the same hymns, know what you're going to say, know what you're going to do, get organised, and then you've got a message to get across rather than just some anger to get out of you. And it makes a difference, because then you've got something to say, and then people driving past ready to judge you suddenly hear something articulate or hear something meaningful, and they have to question their judgment of you. But take a look around, you know. All the businesses were closing up at 10, so like I say, my only reservation is filming this live, but now another Southampton page is involved, I think we're going to be okay. I just didn't want to incriminate anybody, you know. But yeah, so I don't know why they've done the dental practice up as well. Look, there's a dental practice next door. This is crazy, guys. I've been showing you the beach near me. I've been showing you Hive near me. I've been showing you all parts of the New Forest. But this is the first place I didn't have to bring that bike. I walked here earlier. I can walk to this place. That's how close. What the fuck? You know, that again, it's both inspiring because of these people and absolutely gutting, you know. But this is the kind of area that we live in, yeah? This is the kind of area we live in. Not just a political statement, it's a genuine statement of feelings, the way we feel around here. As I showed you down the beach down here, poppies everywhere, war memorials. It's genuine. It's not just done when something political is going on. This happens all the time. That's been there for months. That's been there for absolutely months. There's like a Sainsbury's over there. There's always poppies there. Always poppies all the time. This place is very much like that. Regardless of the lefties and everything else, there's a massive push. And there always has been in smaller places like this. They're not all lefty towns, you know. I know there's a lot of lefties in them, but they're not all lefty towns. And I can't think of a bigger sign of it than that. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that will be very disapproving of this today. But one thing I've noticed is this. Some of the people that are disapproving were approving of the demonstrations in London. They were approving of the Novak demonstrations in Southampton, but disapprove of this one because it's on their doorstep. Because it's on their doorstep. It seems to be the only reason for disapproval. And I'm sorry, but if you're prepared to support people of Southampton, which we are, if you're prepared to support people of the country, which we are, then why are you so scared of your own doorstep?
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No justice! No peace! No justice! No justice! I can't breathe!
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 I can't breathe! So, the demo is 2026. First one I've ever seen around here has begun. Unbelievable. I never thought I would see this day. Never thought I would see this day. It's crazy. And don't be fooled by the number of people, by the way. That could change very, very quickly. And like I said, this is an area of, I mean, literally, you're looking at it, right? So the shops end right there. And they go up about as far as that. See that yellow sign up there? That's as far as the shops go up there. So this little strip here is as big as it gets. So if we manage to get 50 people here today, that's actually a huge turnout when you look at the size of the area. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got link these. Yeah.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So it's tiny. It's tiny. So I wasn't expecting more than 5 people, if I'm really honest. The police, like you said, they're hiding around the corners because I thought, what are they doing over there? They are drastically outnumbered, they're outgunned, but they're hiding around all the corners. The same way they do in London, they're hiding around all the corners. They're actually better prepared for us here in a backward place in the middle of the New Forest than they are in Southampton. Which is crazy because Southampton's a city, you think they'd be so much more used to it, but they're actually more ready for us here where this has never happened before. How crazy is that? So yeah, you make of that what you will, but here we go, look. So you know, I think one thing I take away from this today is that I don't mean this in a horrible way, but I was worried this was going to be a demo of ignorance because I didn't know the Southampton Patriots were involved, and so I did wonder if the fact that this was to do with the religion of peace would even be mentioned, and if it wasn't, that would be a travesty because, again, you've got not many of them, and for there to be 2 cases of it's crazy, and I also know of a third, but I can't go into that right now because it's alleged, right? So the numbers are out of whack, way out of whack, yeah? For the percentage of them here, which is probably, somewhere between 0.1 and 0.11%, yeah? Sorry, 1.11%, yeah? And at the, yeah. Still the only people committing these types of crimes, not paedophilia so much, but these types of crimes. The way that the victim of this one and the details of this story came out, it gave me flashbacks of hearing the victims in Telford. Nicole specifically from the Rape of Britain 1, but others as well. When we cornered that guy in the restaurant, you know, for, I've got to be careful what I say on YouTube, for urinating on an underage girl in the middle of a forest. And this is the kind of thing that they don't talk about, and the parts they don't talk about. But when you get into the details of what they do to them, I mean, rape's bad enough, right? Sexual assault's bad enough. I shouldn't have said those 2 things on this channel. But it's years of torture, years of being demeaned, pissed on. I'm not saying that in this particular case. I'm saying this has been the general pattern from a lot of the survivors in Telford and other places in the country. They have very similar stories, which is torture, depravity, criminalised at a very young age, ostracised from their parents, and almost encouraged by the police to stay where they are, which is with the wrong people. So, and again with this, you know, the police are out now. And the police can't be blamed for what happened in the courtroom. But at the same time, how did this guy get a suspended sentence for being convicted? He got convicted for sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl in the forest. How is there any but in that sentence? How is there any but in that? Oh, but we're going to give him a suspended sentence because. What could the because possibly be that would warrant it? Time served? Happened. So I don't know. I truly don't know. Police officers behind us, they're all smileys. They're not so much when they're on camera. Look. So I've been here 50 years and I've seen a lot of things, but I've never seen an actual protest here. I've seen things kick off here, but years and years and years ago, but I've never seen a proper protest here. So it's kind of crazy to think this is happening here. It'll be too close to home in some ways, if that makes any sense. But I always knew it would be. We always, every video I've done. And is this the time to make Welcome to Southampton 2.5, where I go back through the old videos and we show right back.
Sorry, are you streaming?
I am, mate. Yeah.
What's your channel? So someone's asking if someone's
At 00 News. No worries, mate. No worries. Yeah, sorry. So, so I've got the footage from down the beach. I show it changing in 2020, 2021, 2022. No, not 2020. Sorry, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And then the demographics of this place changed, and then I made the mini documentary Welcome to Southampton, in which they were pumping people to this area. And I was saying to you, just recently, it seems like someone's fighting back. Unfortunately, a bit late. But hopefully, if there is someone in that council fighting on our behalf, which there appears to be, this will only bolster their position. Like I say, this person has already flattened the Religion of Peace is placed down the beach, and they've gone from the beach. They've flattened multiple places that they were taking over and put war memorials in their places. That's a political statement as far as I'm concerned. But he's right, what he's saying. The bigger councils are trying to envelop our councils. If they do that, we're talking about Southampton City Council, which is already responsible for the hotels, for the crimes and migrants that are already over there. If they buy this council up, if they absorb this council, there is therefore nothing left in their way from completely populating this place. As I said, the entire waterside area is 74,000 people. This area, just a couple of thousand. Just a couple of thousand. Can you imagine how many people it would take to disrupt this place completely, forever, with just a couple of thousand people? It wouldn't take many. 100? 50? Seriously, think about it. Especially as they seem to be the ones with the money buying up the businesses. These people that are apparently coming here as refugees and all these other things, they're poor on the bones of their ass, they need our education, they need our benefits, but they own all the businesses. They own all the businesses. And those businesses are usually fronts for them to go out and then do the crimes that they do. They do in Telford and other places. What is going on? How do these people go from rags to riches in such a high percentage? It's almost like someone was expecting them. I'm serious. Think about it, that you're constantly being told these people have come from these countries for escaped on dinghy because they're on the bones of their ass. And how come every single fucking one of them ends up being fucking rich and owning all these businesses? How is that possible? Well, they must have won the fucking lottery then, mustn't they? They must have won the lottery.
Have a good one.
But in all seriousness, what that also means then is you've got the Turkiya. The religion of peace around here is relatively quiet. Now, unfortunately, I hope somebody doesn't get caught in the crossfire. And what I mean by somebody is, there's a Muslim guy around here I would describe as ex-Muslim. He's really cool. He sticks to all the rules. He's one of us. And I hope he doesn't get caught in the crossfire because he's the nicest guy in the world. He really is. I don't think he will. I just don't think he will. Like, everybody knows him. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's a really nice guy. And I think he's like, yeah. I think he turned his back on that religion a long time ago. But beyond that, you know, they do hide in the businesses. The business qualities around here, whether people like this or not, I have to say this, and people can call me racist for saying this very simple little thing. The quality of businesses around here has dropped since they've been bought by these people. Now, why that is, you can make up your own minds. Disorganised, people having conversations with other people while you're trying to talk to them on the phone. The quality's gone through the floor. People don't speak your language. And yeah, you know, I'm not saying in every single shop, because at the moment they're still in the position of being behind, owning. But you see in certain shops are gradually coming forward, taking other positions. It's the takia method, right? You don't show yourself until you're in total control, until you have the dominant numbers. Then you stop asking and you start telling. That's the way this works. Polite, helpful, nice. You're allowed to slag your own religion off if it means advancing your cause, and your cause is to become the stronger demographic and then subjugate. That's the textbook militant Islam point of view. I'm not saying every Muslim...
No justice! No justice! No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice! Who's street? Our street! Who's street? Our street!
Andy Burnham said, "Keir Starmer."
No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice!
It's something you didn't expect today, isn't it, guys? Me either. Yeah, and these are the people trying to take over our streets. The same council responsible for the Novak stuff.
No justice! No justice!
And they want to buy here or take over here, so they can bring that here. And we've already seen an example of that.
Who's street? Who's street?
She's on our side. She's on our side.
Who's street?
She's on our side, ladies and gentlemen.
No justice!
She's with us. They're with us. Yeah! Yeah!
Justice! Who's street? Who's street? Who's street?
Our streets!
Who's street?
Our streets!
Rapists!
Right, let's go beat them up.
Heroes of our street! Heroes of our street! Heroes of our street! Heroes of our street!
That's been up there about 2 months. That's been up there about 2 months.
Yeah, so you tell me you go from that to business owner. I'm not saying this guy was a business owner, but in general. How does that keep happening? Does someone want to explain the economics of that to me? Because as far as I'm aware, most British people that end up on benefits don't suddenly own a business the next week. I'm being totally serious. It happens again and again and again. Nobody asks the question. But they always end up owning the businesses. Must just work harder, I guess.
And that Turks as well. That's
Yeah, look, all these shops like vape shops, oh no, all these like vape shops making, oh no, hairdressers.
Yeah, she's got a big smile. She's like, yeah, go for it, lads. Fair play. Fair play. Just have a look around. See if there's any disapproving. Just looking for... Sorry, I'll let you point over there. I'm just having a look around and see what's behind us and stuff. Hang on a minute. Some very, very well built dudes here today. Making me feel inferior. Fuck, I think they've been on the juice. I haven't got my glasses with me, but I could normally read it. But with the sun as well, it's making the screen so hard to read, guys. So please bear with me. I am trying to. But again, bear in mind, when you see this, anybody around the world that sees this and thinks, oh, it's not very big, remember, this is a tiny village. A tiny village. We don't have protests. We don't have this kind of thing. But the religion of peace has made its mark here. You know, I've been going over to Southampton, which is the city that adjoins to this place, but this is the New Forest. This is as far south as you can go in the centre of the country. So if you think of it like that, this is as far south as you can go other than the Isle of Wight, which, by the way, the Isle of Wight, if the Southampton City Council owns this place, that will probably extend to the Isle of Wight, because I've got to get this right, the Hampshire County Council, which is the whole of Hampshire, they're the council for the Isle of Wight as well. So how that will all work out, I'm not sure. But you guarantee somewhere or another it'll work out to sending people straight to the Isle of Wight, where they haven't built new houses for a lot of years. But let's willing to bet they'll start. In fact, I've heard about contracts going through already, but it's always alleged at the moment. The problem is that they're alleged and then they suddenly pop up and you find you're too late. They're keeping these things hidden. And on the Isle of Wight, it's not easy to keep things hidden. But what they did was that in one of the places they half built a housing estate and ran out of money to build it. So they just left it derelict. And then they finished it some years later to house people in. Migrants. Whilst not addressing the housing problems that they had on the Isle of Wight in the first place. And because by that time, people have forgotten about those houses. Genuinely forgotten about them. A 27-mile island, it's the longest peak. And things can still get lost. I recognise some of these people, actually. I do recognise some of these people. That's cool. That is really, really cool. Do you know what? When I first saw people come to my town, Southampton, I was amazed. And then to find the Southampton Patriots were doing what they were doing, I was overjoyed that it wasn't just me. And Lordy was out there. So it wasn't just me, I had all these people I was actually fighting with, and it was brilliant. But to find it on my own doorstep is, again, disconcerting, worrying, but also good to know that the Southampton Patriots are willing to come here, they're willing to come anywhere. They're not like, nah, you worry about yours, we'll worry about ours. No, they're prepared to do something. That's what we need. Community spirit. And it's the same way, like, there's a rivalry between Southampton and Portsmouth and Bournemouth, but they're all pulling together where it matters. They're all pulling together when it comes to this subject. And what happens is some demos, because of the day of the week or whatever, it's hard to get a turnout for. They're joining together to get that better turnout, because they're up against universities, so they need that better turnout, and they're doing it, and they're pulling together. Not got a load of money, but what they've got is each other, and that is the trick where we keep missing out. Wherever you're failing money, you've got each other pulled together. You get so. I mean, do you know what? With a few nights' work making T-shirts, like with fucking pens if you had to, making signs with pens if you had to, you can get a lot done.
Just wanted to shuffle the car a bit. I was coming with a wheelchair to try and get past it.
So I just want to see what that copper was up to.
I thought it was after you then, Dan. I thought he was looking for you, mate.
I know, I thought it was as well.
I don't know how long this is planned for, like I say, because I was camping, so I've come back. I did report some of it to you, some of it wrongly, I will say, but I've corrected that today when I was away about what was going on. As I said, I recorded a little bit this morning, and I need to get the pictures this afternoon. I'll show you some of the pictures, but it's really this. I heard, was it day before yesterday, there was going to be some kind of gathering or protest, and I thought, nah, not around here. And then I heard some of the names that were going, I was like, no, surely not. And then everybody's talking about it. And around here, this, like, you see how big it is. Around here, you can imagine it's hard to keep a secret. So everybody's heard about it now.
He goes out! He goes out!
Doing all this.
I think that you can't get arrested. I got arrested for standing to a cop and calling him a flying pigeon.
What?
Swear to God. nicked me under racial, what is it? Section 4A or something.
What the hell?
I swear to God.
Say that. What did you say again?
Flying pigeon.
A flying pigeon.
Yeah, he found it because I asked him like, where he lived. He said it was racist, and because I called him a flying pigeon, he thought that was racist.
That's insane.
I know. Man.
So basically, anything you decide is offensive is offensive.
It's mean. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it.
They call Starmer called it the soft wall policy. It's basically where you make any word you want offensive. So the power's always in the person who wants to be offended.
Yeah, they're mad.
It's crazy. It's insanity.
Nuts.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
He was a proper lefty copper, man.
Yeah.
He had a very, very strict. He had an agenda.
Yeah.
Let's say that he did definitely have.
You can tell on there, can't
Yeah,
you?
he was heavy, man.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah.
All day long. I went there last week and I was only there for 3.5 minutes before he came over.
Jesus.
And I just walked on because I knew.
No justice!
No
Peace.
No justice!
No peace.
No justice!
No peace.
No justice!
No peace.
No justice!
No peace.
No, that's what.
I'm just hearing from the lady over there. So you got this suspended sentence, and the lady's just said you got community service. What the fuck?
What's wrong with this country?
What is? I'm just being a bit careful with the camera, guys. I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to incriminate them. It's a bit of a. It's strange doing it on your own doorstep. Yeah. It's a different feeling. It's hard to explain. Hey Babs, if you're in there. It's a shame you weren't here to that shit, Babs. Although, yeah, but yeah, I didn't really, to be honest with you, I didn't really believe it. If I'm totally honest, I didn't really. I was hearing it, but I thought when I turned up this morning, there was nothing here other than a couple of police, and I thought, nah, nobody's turning up. And I was wrong. I was totally wrong again. And do you know what? I've enjoyed being wrong recently. Thank you, Southampton Patriots, yet again, for now being the shield of Southampton and the New Forest. You've got to give it up for them. They're doing a great job that other people should be doing. And I mean our police force. And they're making people aware, but they're also making people safe. And you may ask how they're doing that, and by being present, by making people question, doing certain things. Yeah.
Well, so she ain't going to open for me.
I mean, it's like when that Labour centre retired and he sloped the off me stuff, he turned around and he's been
And don't forget the I've been stabbed, don't think you have, mate. Don't forget the I've been stabbed, don't think you have, mate. Out far and wide. Yeah, do we know the name of the guy?
Mark does. Mark does. Yeah, but he's busy. I don't know.
All right, no worries, no worries.
What's the name of the
I
fella?
forgot his name.
Are you from the Echo?
He was from Morocco.
Echo?
Oh, no, me? No mainstream media.
No, I posted all the defeats, then they've never got back to me.
Oh, they won't, because they don't want to show it, do they?
Bastards.
No, they're horrible lefties, the Echo. They really are bad.
I know, I'm addicted to
What is that? Oh. Sorry, mate, did you want the live stream?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's at 00 News. If you have a look on your phone.
Yeah, you can tell people you're around.
I need to tell people I'm a YouTuber. That's a bit of a weird thing to say. Everybody knows I'm a YouTuber. I know what he means. It doesn't know me. I know what he's getting at. Get up.
No problem. Right, let's get a couple of these videos. What I do, I just tell you what you
I think I understand now. I'm not too worried about being famous. I think that's what. Yeah, it's alright. There's people heading over. From my understanding, there's still people heading over. So, which I'm surprised at. So, people behind me not very happy with me. I gave them a little sign. I only said hello in my own way. No, I did. I said hello. I said hello to anybody until they're horrible.
Who's screams? Who screams? Who screams? Who screams? Who screams? Who screams? Who screams?
Boychester.
So again, for anybody new joining, we are in New Forest in a place called Blackfield. There's a Blackfield Crossroads there. It's a place that's been here for hundreds of years. Very small. It's part of an area called the Waterside, which has got 74,000 people in. This particular area has got maybe a couple of thousand people, and at most it's a tiny little village area, especially this end of it. So the shop line is literally from there to there, which is, you know, you're talking about, I don't know, not 1,000 yards even. But the business have been slowly bought by the Religion of Peace, and the guy that was working in there did what they were doing up in Telford. He took a girl out into the forest. He a 13-year-old girl. He sexually abused her, and he got a suspended sentence, and by the sounds of it, it's in community service. And then kept it under wraps, then came back to work, where he's been working around children for the past year until it's got leaked out, and now everybody is obviously, understandably, kicked off that their kids have been coming here, and they haven't known about the fact that he's a convicted sex offender. Hey, you wake up. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. WakeUpUK.net, everybody. Go check them out. Who's that? Who is that? I haven't. Sorry, I'm on the vapes. Yeah. Who was that came out around the side there? Did you see that guy? Someone came out around the side. Someone definitely came out and had a good old look. Did you guys see that? Did it come out on camera, yeah? That could get very fiery if that was to happen. That would be a bad move. And I'm not kind of saying that in any jovial way. I imagine they got the sense they wouldn't be in there, but I don't know. I truly don't know.
Anybody that can get here on the 2nd.
2nd of August, 1 PM, Ferry Gardens, Gosport, guys. It's a peaceful protest.
Ants resistance.
And stop the boats.
And stop the boats, send them all home. That's that.
Get there, guys, please, get there. Anybody that can make it, please go. Please go.
We are peaceful people.
Southampton
Love our
pages.
country.
That's what I mean. So that's what I was talking to you earlier on about. Southampton working with Gosport, working with Portsmouth, working with Bournemouth. They're all pulling together to make the communities work together. This is how it all will work. I know there'll be some people watching this going, oh, look at you band of pathetic morons. No, this is how it will work. Each area, each community helping each other. And it will work because it sends a signal. You're not welcome. You're not welcome. And don't think these people wouldn't take it further on a dark night. If you're going to hurt their kids is what I'm trying to say. We've been making people feel not just welcome, we've been begging them to come here. Starmer used to beg them to come here. Many people have said it in a roundabout way. You've got to start making people feel uncomfortable about coming here. That maybe things aren't tailor-made. Maybe they won't get a mosque bill. Maybe they won't get their way in the schools and they won't be able to run the schools. Maybe they won't be able to run the councils. Maybe there'll be actually anti-halal laws and things like that. Maybe it won't be worth coming here because you won't get benefits if you're coming from abroad. Maybe if you make people unwelcome in those specific ways, that's not racist, it's economical, it's pragmatic, and yet they will be unwelcome because that's the very reasons why they're coming here. Take those reasons away, make them feel unwelcome. They won't want to come here. Why do you think they don't go to the other countries that are safe? They come where they're going to get the biggest, best meal ticket and where they're going to get away with reenacting the Middle East on their own terms. And what we do is we roll over and say yes because we don't want to be called racist by mistake. No more. No more. We've got to stop that bullshit. Because it is bullshit. You can't just call someone racist every single time that there's a problem. It's redundant. It means nothing now. When someone says it to me now, it bounces off. Don't even listen. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing.
Thought we should be ashamed of our history instead of proud, like we fucking should be.
Shout out again to this march, yeah?
We feel
So anybody that can get to this one, again, all the areas pulling together. This is what we need, guys, because I've drawn a little map on my channel, on my community page, and the map on my channel, on my community page, only shows you the people that have come into the country by boats, the places they've attacked, and the places they've demographically overwhelmed. Only the people on the boats, which are the smaller percentage of the people coming into the country. Have a look at that on my community page at 00 News, and it looks like an invasion map, because it is an invasion map. So have a look, and then realise that is probably 12% of the total amount of illegals coming in. It's worth looking at. It will frighten you if you've got any sense. So yeah. It is kind of scary. And that map, I've got to put other layers on yet. It's going to get messy, but like I said, it's probably got about 12% of the total incoming, maybe less than 12%. It's only boats, and it shows boats, attacks, demographic places demographically overwhelmed, and it already looks pretty ugly. And like I say, that's on my my page now. Matt 00 News. If anybody is new to me, I've been covering protests since 2018. I've worked with everybody from Voice of Wales to Tommy Robinson to myself more recently, which I'm happy to do. Southampton Patriots, always willing to work with them and always am working with them. Southampton Patriots are the shield of Southampton, and they've been the shield of really a lot of places in Hampshire. Them mixing with the people from Gosport, like I say, Portsmouth and the other people, they've all stepped up to make this place notice. If you remember going back, only what was it now? Pre-2023, hang on a minute. Pre-2023, I was begging people to come down here. I was telling them they weren't prepared for us yet, and we could make a difference. I was begging people from 2021. In the end, me, Babs, and someone else got together and made Welcome to Southampton in 2023. Didn't know about the Southampton Patriots. I'm not sure when they started up. Found out about them, so we got the Southampton Patriots. Obviously, Lordy visits and stuff. Lordy does amazing work. You've got Scouts down south, and some other people I probably forgot to mention as well. So you've got all these people popped up now who've turned the south from a place that was being absolutely ravaged or attacked or whatever else and being reported on because the mainstream media won't do it. You will hear nothing about these crimes from our mainstream media. They don't report on it. The Echo, our local paper, do not report on these things, or if they do, it's a total left-wing paper. So that's why people like me and others have to be here, because the Daily Echo will say a bunch of racists turn up outside of a hairdresser's and cause a load of trouble. The end. That's what you'll hear, and that's what they'll put in there, and it's what they always do. Southampton is a twin university city, so you can imagine the trouble that means. They're up against all these university students that are working between universities, but they're holding their own. They're holding their own. And you know why they're holding their own? Because there may be superior numbers in organisation with the left, but you still can't sell a bonkers ideology to normal people, because it's bonkers. It's only so far you're going to get no matter how organised you are, because sooner or later, most normal people are going to go, hang on a minute, this is bonkers. And they're going to walk away. There's a lot of people on peripherals as well. There's a lot of people watching. There's police quite a long way down. They are ready to close a net if they have to, by the looks of it. I say ready in their heads anyway. There's one there. There's three down there grabbing a coffee by the looks of it. There's two there. There were some over there, but they've gone. There's some there. Everyone's smiling. All the coppers are smiling. It's really strange. I've never seen the coppers smile so much. I wonder if they smiled that much when Henry Novak was dying. Probably were. Don't think you have, mate. Sorry, but I can't let that out of my head. Normally, I'm happy to see a smiling copper. I am, generally. I'm like, oh, that's nice. But Novak. Too late. Too late. There's my man Lordy, look. He's done some fantastic work. I think he goes on the Lordy visits now. We've done some fantastic work across the south. He had a big channel. I think he had that knocked down, but he's put up another big channel again. But I think he's probably one of your best in the south and one of the best countrywide. And he's a genuine honest person. How you doing, buddy? Great to see you. Thanks for coming down to my neighbourhood, buddy. Of course, yeah. Everything been all right, yeah? I am dehydrated, yes. But I forgot to bring my wallet with me, so not a lot I can do about it. I went home to get it, and then realised I left it somewhere else. So.
What is it to call prejudice?
Yeah, I'm super dehydrated, to be honest. It's been a daily thing at the moment. Not only that, I was running around so much this morning. I just didn't have the time to hydrate properly, which is a bad move, really. We get a headache later on. But I can't. Like I said, I left my wallet at home. I know. I was a little bit caught out this morning. I really didn't expect it. Sorry, it was a little bit slow at times today, guys, but I'm giving you real-time coverage. You know, the idea with one of the demos like this is not to try and be a star of a show, right? It's to try and let people do their jobs and get the message out. You know, when I do something like Welcome to Southampton, you're not the star, but you are the narrator, you're this, you're that, and the work is revolves around you. But this is other people's work, this is other people's time that they put in, and like anything live, when it happens in real time, it's not going to be a bang per minute. But the good thing about having it real time is, you know, nothing's been cut. So it's a trade-off. I would rather what I used to do all the time was leave it uncut, because that's the trade-off. Is that it's okay, it's a bit you might want to skip through, but you know you haven't been deceived. So it's the way I tend to do things if I can. Sorry, one second.
Can't give a lighter back. I need it.
And the other thing as well, it's really nice compared to the old days when we used to do things like this. You know, there's a couple of beer cans, right? And even when there are beer cans, nobody's necking it, yeah? But there's not a load of beer cans, not a load of this, not a load of that. It's not the same as it used to be. People realise now, I think, that to be taken seriously, you've got to be serious. And I think that's happening, and I think that's a good thing. You know, it's no point, like, you never know when a microphone is going to be shoved in your face. And if you're pissed as a fart, rambling on, you stand for all of us. And I think that people have really, over the last 8 years since I've been involved in this, I think people have really learned that. And more now, you see people come to these events, sometimes someone have got a can of lager, but it's a can of lager. They're not going out to get steaming. They don't need the Dutch courage. They believe in what they're standing for. And it's good, because there was a time when it was different. Yes, it is open. Actually, I don't know. Yes, it is, which I'm surprised at, because all the other businesses are closed. I think it is. Or is it just people looking? No, it is, yeah, it is. It's surprising. Look, I've got to stand. They're all standing there, look the same height as me. Like, I've got to stand on a fucking mound to stand the same height as them.
We're standing here for justice, and we're standing here to protect our children. That's what we're doing. We are looking towards protecting our children's future.
We are.
And that is without paedophiles being let off. Let off, stop free. This is not happening. This is no justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! We are going to take these streets back off the left. We can take back the power. And how we will take back the power, listen to me people, patriots, we will take back the power by voting them out. That is what we must do.
This is not singing and dancing. Do not underestimate these people.
The horrible, loony left, you are going, we are coming for you.
I'll tell you what, for a place in the middle of nowhere, but Voice of Wales have been here. Vin's been here. Who else? Active Patriot. A couple of others, that's it. All of them will tell you this is in the arse end of nowhere. All of them have said, oh my God, Tom, I knew you said you were out of the way, but Jesus Christ, you know, it is the arse end of nowhere. It's difficult to get to. There's nowhere else nearby. It's the arse end of nowhere. To get any turnout is brilliant, you know. But you know, obviously, there's only so much I can say on camera. And that's all I'll say is just don't underestimate these people. But on camera, yeah, sure, I get your point. What our area stands for, and that's why they've really picked the wrong area to do this, you know, because we do have things like that all around. People do still in this community believe in these values. I'm glad to say it is cool, isn't it? It is cool. It's been up there some time now as well.
But there is not, get that lefty, look, that lefty, he's just gone on job.
Where?
There. He's going to yeah, it's just like, that lefty is just taking a photograph. I've got a whole group and taking a photo of like Mark and Lordy.
This guy is big. I think it's this big fucking lump here. This guy taking photographs for some reason. So, alright, sorry mate. Yeah, that big lump there. Fuck this. Just seeing someone I know turn up, I might have to just go and turn around for a second. Should get a shot of his face. But I get above those kids' head, I don't want to get their face. There we go, got his face. Alright, got his face. That's for you, Southampton Patriots, I love you. Right, I'll be right back with someone. Thanks, Mom. Lovely. Thank you. Give me a second, guys. Just need to put the camera down a second. I've got some water here. Okay, that's better. Oh, thank you to the person that provided that water to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Unexpected, but most welcome.
That's it, but there was buttermilk.
Yeah, the police are very happy. I don't think I've ever seen anywhere where the police are smiling so much in any event for any reason. I reckon they're all on the fucking wacky or something. Serious, like you look at them, I'll try and show you. They're all fucking smiling. I reckon they're all on the wacky backy. Look. All fucking smiles and jokes, and I don't think I've ever seen them like it before. My guy must have died or something.
Well on, excellent. Let's give a big hand for Samantha Patriots. Hey!
Thank you to everyone supporting the No Project. We're a small team of creators who love our country and hate seeing what's happening today. This project was never about hate. It was about frustration, grief, and the sense that the Britain many of us grew up loving is being lost. We're watching our towns and cities drastically change, seeing our culture mocked and belittled, taught we should be ashamed of our history instead of proud, like we fucking should be. We feel ignored, dismissed, labelled all sorts of nasty names. To be honest, we've lost all real meaning for expressing how we feel, by speaking about what we see. The country is a mess. If we lose our right to free speech, to say what we think and feel.
Peaceful protest, ladies and gentlemen.
That's when you go, oh well.
So, and I just want to say to those people, very few of them, very few of them, but to those few handful of people that were saying, oh, Southampton Patriots will bring trouble with them. Well, eat your words. They're not troublemakers.
Firstly, I just want to start by thanking everybody that's come here today and give up the time. I know it's very precious, especially at weekends, especially if you've got families, so we do appreciate it. I also want to say the first thing and the most important thing for me is we've only got to look around at what the scaremongering has caused. Shops to be boarded, shops to be boarded, people are scared, locals are scared, they think we're coming over here to be violent, smash the place up, etc, etc, etc. We don't do that, and if there is anybody, there are, because I know most of the people that are here, if anybody was interested in coming to do that, believe me, you'll be asked to go. We're not interested, we need to set an example, and that's all we've tried to do over the last 12 months, as being part of this group.
There you go, yeah. See guys? Those people should be ashamed.
The other thing I'd like to say is that Southampton Patriots, which I'll talk about in a second, we wouldn't be needed if the government did their job properly, and that basically was to care and look after our children more than anything else.
100%.
Right, so why did Southampton Patriots performed? Excuse me if I'm reading, I don't do public speaking, and I promise all these papers I'm not reading all of it.
Can't, mate, I've got things to do.
I said it would be a quick protest, and that wouldn't be a quick protest. Does anyone know? If you don't know Helen, she's from Portsmouth.
So thank you.
We don't do
To board up the shops.
we don't do violence in Southampton. Yeah. Oh, I could say something else, but I won't. So anyway, quickly going back on why we were created. Basically, it was just a Facebook page with like-minded people, and mainly going on about the issue of illegal immigrants walking our streets, unvetted, free to do what they like, basically. And when the cases started occurring, people like myself and others wanted to do something about it. It's slowly starting to sort of filter across the whole country, as most of you are aware. I think if you go to any city now on their Facebook pages, there is a Patriots group. That's how bad the problem's becoming. I got involved about a year ago, and I can tell every single lefty that's watching this, hand on my heart, the people I've met are from different colour, different sexes, all ages, different religious beliefs. We are nothing like you make us out to be. We're not far right, we're not racist, we're not Nazis, and we're not a group of skinheads. However, I had hair before I started planning this. Yeah. What I'd also like everybody here to do is just please be respectful and mindful of the people that were around us, because we do care. That's why we're all here in the first place.
This makes me proud.
I've got someone, like you've just met, Helen. She's kindly come over, and when I say different Patriot groups, I say different. Portsmouth, Bournemouth, Weymouth, Poole, all local across the South Coast. Gosport, Hampshire Resistance, of course.
All those people putting together, I was telling you about.
We didn't need to bust them all in today. We could have done it in a motorbike. However, we do try to support each other because we've got the same concerns. And Helen, bless Helen, she's going to say a few words. Well, actually, that's probably longer than my speech would be. Helen, come on over.
Yeah, that's cool.
You've got me on socials, mate. Just type in my name, Danny Deere.
Yeah, I'm going to find
Right, this speed joint, it always starts off as a Facebook status, but this was led on from a person called Stephen Eddington said in exclusive yesterday, leaked memo reveals police were told not to arrest violent BLM rioters, even for assaulting officers or smashing statues, because it might trigger them. Police also warned about increased tensions when interacting with the BAME community. So, that's fine. So, my point to that is, I'll get it right. So this says it all. I am sick. I am sickened that they were told to do nothing even when police get injured. The BLM heathens got away with extremely violent crimes. The lefty heathens get away with the same during Palestine and Stop Oil protests. So they can injure police, not a problem. But frustrated right-wing protesters are treated completely the opposite. Violent arrests and excessive prison sentences just for hurty words and petty damage due to being triggered and not listened to. Such as the Southampton incident. No police were hurt, but Starmer came down heavy on them. We have every bloody right to object about our children and women being sexually violated. And all right, shut up now. and our young men are being stabbed. We are sending two-tier treatment, we are seeing two-tier treatment due to the DEI evil, which needs to be scrapped. We cannot continue to see white people being targeted whilst ignoring the wrongdoings of other demographics. This applies to the DEI police on our streets and the biased judiciary. Burnham rightfully plans to stop the early release of dangerous criminals. Well done. But why was it ever considered? Why has it been happening just for them to come out and reoffend? Every victim and their families including the grooming rape gang victims, should be holding the government responsible for treason. They are supposed to keep us safe. They have not been and still aren't doing that. Why? Why?
Two-tier policing!
Two-tier policing.
Corrupt policing.
Two-tier!
There are currently thousands of political right-wing prisoners unfairly on prolonged remand, including Betty that we know, or serving unfair, excessive sentences, disproportionate to their crimes, whilst the criminals who committed heinous crimes are either given short sentences or not given custodial sentences at all. In fact, no punishment at all. How is this fair and without favour? Make this make sense. Burnham, you need to sort this out. Yes, it's good that you've put a stop to early release of serious offenders, but you now need to release all political prisoners, including those on remand, for the sake of fairness. Give them suspended sentences or community service, which is more proportionate. This will free up space for more deserving criminals.
Yes!
Then you need to stop the illegal male invasions, deport what is here. Because let's be realistic, most of the ones who end up on our streets are potential lawbreakers and future prisoners. Hundreds are arriving daily on dinghies. Rather than build Nightingale prisons, just deport the types who are likely to fill them.
Yes.
It makes sense. We have enough homegrown criminals. We don't need or want imported criminals to add to the numbers. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough!
Enough is enough! Enough is enough! Enough is enough!
Thank you.
Great speech,
Right, Steve, I'm going to have to shoot off. Pleasure, mate.
Cheers. Cheers, Adam. Thank you.
I'll be there, mate. I'll be there.
Right, just the next thing I want to say very quickly now. I'm just going to start wrapping this up. It might take a bit longer than I thought. But the lefties continually call us out for not calling our British citizens out. They constantly say you go for one demographic, you go for the illegals, you go for this, you go for that. Well, here's a little message to you. I'm trying to call some out right now. Thomas Foley, Gosport, 27 months, is involved in child sex offence.
I can hear you.
Wrong.
I can hear you.
61-year-old man from Southampton, jailed for 16 years, 9 months for offences in Totton, just up the road from here.
That was brilliant. Tell me you got that on camera.
Gary Miller,
Brilliant.
Darren Maybe, jailed for a combined 21 years for child sexual exploitation.
That's fantastic.
Jimmy Fisher, limited 24 years for horrific offences against children. Listen to those lefty scumbags that don't think we want to call them out. There's not a lot we can do about them. They live here legally. We have enough Romans, like Helen said, to try and add to that problem is just crazy, and that's exactly what we're doing. And this is the two-tier bit. Excuse me, I'm trying to avoid reading half of this out. Okay, here we go. Migrant avoids prison after 3 sexual assaults. An asylum seeker has avoided an immediate prison sentence after sexually assaulting 3 women, originally from Syria. Currently in Hawley, or was in Hawley, and probably, I don't know where he is now, but he's a 26-year-old convicted on the 20th of August in Staines Magistrates Court for the 3 counts of sexual assault against 3 different women. Guess what he got? 6 months prison sentence. Oh, but it's suspended for 2 years.
Again.
But he did have to do 200 unpaid hours undertake 200 hours of unpaid work. Two-tier justice right there.
Wow.
Another one, Afghan asylum seeker. Guess what he did for sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl and a woman? He was fined £400.
It's
avoided prison again.
This is racism.
Two-tier policing again.
Isn't it?
And quickly on that, you do know there are some good police officers out there that do investigate these cases, that do get them to court, and then the justice system waste their time by letting these men to walk free again. Wrong. And the reason why I've come here today is because of that scumbag that used to work right opposite me. My children are local. My friends' children are local. I was brought up here. I'm local. So yes, when everyone says keep up your good work, at what you do at Highfield, what you do at Portsmouth, what you do in Bournemouth, what you do everywhere you go, keep up the good work. Well, where are you lot right now? Because I'm going to call all you lot out. You are supposed to be people that live within miles of that, and not one of you is stood with me now. So do not ever come up to me again, praise me for what I do, support me for what I do, and then can't be asked to show your faces. I'm sorry, but that makes me angry, and if I've offended any of my friends by doing that, then so be it. Because I'm here trying to protect your children.
Yeah, damn right, damn right.
Well said, mate, well said. Hit the nail on the head. Well there. Have a breathe. It's fucking over, mate.
To be fair, right, this guy opposite, the reason why I'm here, I'm not even going to say his name, he's not even worthy of it. 18-year-old, he added a 13-year-old girl. By the way, if the family of this girl see what we're doing and it upsets them for bringing everything back, hand on my heart, I'm not doing it to hurt you or cause you any more pain. I'm trying to build awareness that cases like this happen and we don't want any more of it. So if I'm stood here today and the message gets out to other ruins that are in this area, believe me, I will arrange another one of these right where I need to do it and scare you away as well. Because yes, I know I'm going to pass the problem to somewhere else, but it ain't near my kids. So anyway, this guy here, he makes contact through Snapchat,
sure.
and that's another reason why we're here.
No, it's fine, you're fine.
Keep an eye on your kids' phones, because you never know who they're talking to. Mine gets checked every time I'm with my kids now.
So
and that's wrong, I shouldn't have to do it.
You're right,
kids to be kids. But unfortunately, we can't let that happen anymore. Anyway, after an initial meeting in a local woodland area, he left her visibly upset with love bites, and on the subsequent occasion, he sexually assaulted her despite her explicit objections. He pretended that he was 18, he pretended he was 15, he was actually 18. The victim bravely, and by the way, bravely, and I emphasise that, reported it to the police. He actually denied knowing her initially and falsely claimed his phone had been stolen. Well, nothing can undo the heart, sorry.
Oh, look, that's
I'm a commander, let's determine. I don't know, was it sent by Israel?
Didn't realise I'd arranged the flyover as well. Unfortunately,
yes, it was. World War II.
Arrived just up the road, and I was getting a message to say she got the wrong day. But we don't want anyone wrong, it's not that she did yesterday, but I'm not going to go into it, I'm not going to stop that. Anyway, going back to that, mate, guess what? Suspended sentence, walked out of court, no prison time, not one day spent in prison for what he did to that poor local girl. And what amazes me more than anything, we're stood here and all these local people, not all but most, are looking at us out the cars, out the windows, walking past going, what's going on? Why are you lot there? I'll tell you why we're here, because he sexually assaulted one of your local girls. And you don't even know about it.
Damn right, that's it, spreading the message, getting the word out, letting people know the kids are safe and when they're not.
Obviously we know that Southampton patrons arranged the protest for Henry, and it clearly was peaceful for 99% of the time. Yes, some people made some silly mistakes, made some silly and stupid decisions, but my argument to this, again with the two-tiered justice, is how are those people who threw stones, who threw a cone, locked up within weeks, if not months, if not some days, they're serving 2 to 4 years in prison for throwing stones, for throwing a traffic cone. Do you know what? I'd rather my kid have a stone thrown at them than sexually assaulted, and I know what punishment should go where. I'm going to try and do this without getting emotional.
Pretty hard though, isn't it?
We know what's going on with illegal immigrants and the cases. Everyone's aware of most of it, really. If you, well, most of us are, some aren't. But I made a promise to Siobhan.
Sorry, I got the sun on me there.
Okay, I don't know if you know, she wouldn't know necessarily the name Siobhan, but you certainly know her daughter's name, Rhiannon. Rhiannon worked in a hotel.
Yay!
An illegal immigrant basically followed her to a train station. And if there's any children around here, cover their ears, because I'm going to say it anyway. She was stabbed with a screwdriver 23 times and murdered. I promised Siobhan when I speak to her, message her, that I will keep her daughter's name alive. And that's exactly why I'm, again, bringing it up now. That could have been one of our daughters. God forbid that ever happens to anyone else. But the sad thing is, we know it's going to. We know it's going to. Rhiannon isn't the only one, obviously, that's gone through that. And if we can, I'd just like to do a minute of thoughts, a minute of silence, just for all the people that have been affected, not just by the residents of our country and the effects that they had on the children, but also the needless sexual assaults, the rapes, the murders that could have been stopped if we had stopped the illegal men arriving in the first place.
All preventable.
Every single one of them did not have to happen. And the sad thing is, the boats are still coming in, the illegal men are still coming in, and the crimes are going to carry on.
We need a war. We need a war in this country against them.
Quickly going back,
really
and this is another
do.
plea, sorry, I
English
forgot to
people
say it, so I'm
need
going to
stand
track
up
back a
and
little
get down
bit
to
for
the street
Siobhan.
fuckers.
Siobhan has
Sorry
tried
and
for
all
2
that.
years.
I'm not a Christian.
2 years to get in contact with
They're dirty
I nearly
bastards. They
swore.
deserve what they
Keir Starmer about wanting to discuss what happened to Rhiannon. He pointedly has not made any contact. So I'm pleading right now for Andy Burnham, who has now got, well, we've got rid of Keir, I don't know if this is going to be any better, but start off by proving to me and everybody else that you are going to start doing the right thing. Get in touch with Siobhan. Have a face-to-face meeting with Siobhan. Hear what she's got to say and please act on it. And going back lastly to keeping it back local, and then I will promise I'll wrap up. I don't know, everyone here, I believe, lives in a bubble. I promise you now, go on to some of the YouTubers. I'm going to give a few of them a shout out, because that's where I started building the awareness, because these guys go face to face with the illegal hotels, with the boats that are coming in constantly. They show you what our mainstream media is not showing. And the only way you're going to actually open your eyes and see how big this problem is by going on some of these people's YouTube channels. Lordy, he's here today. Brexit Brian, absolutely. Brexit Brian, same as Lordy. Lordy, by the way, are you? We'll put links,
You'll find me.
Yeah, you'll find him. A1 Audits, another one. Travels all over the country.
Don't unpack, you're going back.
Don't unpack, you're going back. The hotel inspector. And a little shout out to A1. Next time I see you, I will give you some more star bars.
Bye, mate. I'll message you later about it.
Truth Hurts 101. Again, these people are highlighting the problem. These people are highlighting the problem that is hidden from most of the people right now. Please, 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 go and open your eyes. And when you leave today, tell your friend, have a look at that, have a look at that, have a look at that. because it's the only way that we are going to build awareness right across this country. And I heard about 18 months ago, if you want change, you have to be part of it. And that's why, exactly why, I'm trying to do what I do now. Not for my own attention, believe me, I do not do this for my own attention. If you'd seen the messages that I've received and the comments that I've received in the last 48 hours, those people should be locked up. And by the way, whoever put the post out, I can't even remember your name, but believe me, I'll find it. His comment was, the next time you do a protest, I hope you're assassinated. Bring it on, you little shitbag.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You knew he was here.
To open people's, this is last, I promise, to open people's awareness, for the people who live in Totton and for the people that travel through Totton, ask yourselves why the police station is shut on a Monday. You won't know. I will know because I've been there, asking questions, speaking to people, going in and out of it on a closed police station on a Monday. Let me enlighten you. The Home Office book it out. The Home Office book it out for illegal men to go and check in so they get their benefits. Tottenham Police Station, I'm calling you out.
Fucking disgusting.
For all the local residents in Tottenham, be aware, you have got illegal men amongst you. We watch them get on the bus, by the way, and the reason I'm saying it here as well, they come and go in taxis paid for by the taxpayer. They don't come from Highfield House, where we've been protesting outside for a year, because we have someone watching there, and we know that the people leaving there aren't the same people signing in at Tottenham. So where have they come from? Guess what? Around your area. They get off buses, number 8, number 9, number 10, not 10, 11 and 12. Guess what that bus stop is? Guess what bus number? Number 9. For all you know, they could be living right here now and none of you know about it. So that's why when the locals have said, Mark, what are you doing? You're going to bring hooligans to the area. You're going to smash the place up. No, I'm not. I'm making you lot aware. Protect your kids because they could be living right next door to you.
Yes. Yes. Well done. Well fucking said, mate.
Another reason why you should be hearing this. Because if you don't hear about it and people like us don't make you not aware of it, God forbid, I couldn't live with myself for not coming today and something happened to your child or my child. I would live with that regret forever. So you think I'm a moron for arranging this, I think you're a bigger moron for not being here and supporting it.
Well fucking said, well said.
Who says to get attacked?
Please, please, please pass the word that Southampton Patriots will always, always, always try their best to keep things peaceful, be respectful, treat people how you want to be treated back. Exactly. And the reason we do what we do is to try and stop your children and your grandchildren or your nieces or even your nephews from coming to harm. Because I could not live with myself if I don't keep trying to stop that. Very last. I said last. No, I'll do about it.
Hey, mate.
Very lastly, we are now going to pack up. We're going to pack up. Divorce wasn't needed. There was no violence. All the police weren't needed because the Southampton Patriots will monitor their own shit.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I just read out about some upcoming events?
Yeah.
And say, guys, I live right here, yeah? I just want to say thanks for coming over here, because I've been over to Southampton and that. Really appreciate it, yeah? It's Zero News, yeah?
There's passers-by stopping to listen as well.
Good, that's good. It's really just to let you know about some upcoming events that please come and support. There's one in Southampton outside the Crown Court on this Thursday the 30th. About the two-tier justice system. That is 6:30 outside the court in Southampton. And then we in Portsmouth, we've got a Sorry, fellas, we're excluding you for a change, but we've actually got a women's march in Portsmouth. We thought it would be effective with women going through about the rape gang. So, any women that can join us. Yes, I can straight back. Yeah, and anyway, I'll be there, so I'll smash the faces in if they get yes, so that's on, when's that one? So that's on the 1st. Oh God, sorry.
Next Saturday.
Glasses on.
Saturday. Next Saturday. Yeah, there's one next Sunday.
And then, yeah, I've just moved on to that one. But, yeah, I was going to do the 3. So Southampton one's next.
Thank you everybody for joining me today. Unexpected, tiny little place, and you've still turned up. Thank you.
Is Gosport. And what are the details?
Shout out to the Southampton Patriots for conducting themselves
Ferry Gardens.
wonderfully again.
By about 2 o'clock. Similar to we're hoping for the same sort of numbers as we did before. A slightly different end. We're now gathering. The gathering will be at the Sundial, so we're going to a big square. It's a slightly shorter march for some of the disabled people, but we're going to have a really, really good day, and I hope the weather turns out for us. But there is a lefty counter, which I'm sure you're all going to be pleased about that. That's part and parcel of what it is. Just hopefully there's no lefties climb up any lampposts. I will be flagging the route the day before, so fingers crossed that my flagging team turns up. So,
just elaborate on what the march is about. With
right,
the Hasler.
The march is about the immigration centre. Now, the immigration centre, the first phase of it is a build. The first phase of it was 136 beds. That has cost
You're welcome.
the taxpayer
Most welcome.
£101 million. Phase 2 brings it up to 600 beds. That will bring it up to £478 million. It will cost £250 million a year to run, and they will not deport one of them. Not one. And the people that go there already served their sentence somewhere else. So the criminals that go there for deportation is going through a process. They can't be deported because the country of origin will not accept them. So what will happen to them? There's one country that say, yeah, we'll have them. That's Pakistan. They'll slice their heads off. So all the lefties that go, you can't send them there, that's against their human rights. And they've already served their sentence. You must set them free. Hotels, HMOs, all the way around Gosport, Fareham, Portsmouth, yes, Portsmouth, Southsea and Southampton, because 600 men is a lot of men. And then the next 600 come, then the next 600, the next. Let's protest. Let's be loud. I look forward to seeing as many patriots there as possible. Thank you.
Thank you. So Steve's explained this really well there. I just did up the glasses just now. So just to recap, Thursday the 30th of July, 6:30 outside Southampton Crown Court, where we call for the end of the current two-tier justice system. It's time to take our country back. So, and then our one in Portsmouth, the ladies' one, is Saturday the 1st of August at 1 o'clock, and we muster at Farm Foods car park in Fratton Road. So we're showing solidarity with the victims of rape and grooming gangs in Portsmouth. Walk peacefully and respectfully, no aggression or confrontation, stand together for our community. Yeah, and I'll be bringing the gloves with me, I think. Right, thank you very much, people.
Thank you.
Well done, Mark. Well done.
Well done, everyone. There you go, guys. Somewhat of a flash demo. As I said, don't underestimate these people. I want to give a shout out to the Southampton Patriots. I am Tom Fury, and I am 00 News. Originally 0 News. I had to shut the original channel down in 2023, but we're back. and we have been for about 6 months now, and we continue growing. I've been from one end of the country to the other, reporting on cases like this. I helped make Tommy Robinson make the first couple of rape of Britons, you know. I did my own documentary, Welcome to Southampton. Never did I imagine I would be walking down the end of the road without any need of transport, uncovering this, my own street, my own area. And I will say, I'm going to be honest with you, the reason I wasn't sure about going live today is because I put myself at extreme risk by doing this today. But if you can't take a risk on your own doorstep, then why go to somebody else's and take one? So I am taking a risk, but the cause is worth it. Someone's given me a super chat, I believe. Thank you so much. Oh shit, I'm about to break my ankle. Thank you so much, whoever's done that. I really do. Oh, let me read that out. Sorry, 1 second. Is that oh, Scouts Down South, thank you, my man. That's really kind of you. Listen, everybody, Scouts Down South, as well as being a gentleman for doing that, thank you so much, mate. He's also one of the premier streamers. He does do a lot of work down south. It's absolutely fantastic work, but also a fantastic guy to go with it. One of the friendliest, loveliest guys I've ever met, and yet his heart is totally on this cause. He's one of the best streamers out there. Him, Lordy, myself, obviously. Give him a look because he does some fantastic work. And again, Lordy the same as well. And again, thank you, Scouts, for that. I really do appreciate it. And it's one of the biggest racists of our movement. Oh, all right, mate, sorry. Hey,
shut up, Grifter.
Thanks.
Right, I'm off now. Sorry.
Well, thanks for coming down, buddy. Yeah, appreciate it. See you next time. Yeah, I love it.
That's why I'm popular, mate. That's right.
I haven't won one of these for years. Big easy. Yeah, so it's brilliant. So it's good to see this happen. Really made up, really made up that you know you don't know. I didn't know this morning. You know, got all these naysayers. Oh, they're going to bring trouble here. They're going to bring trouble here. Did they? You saw it from beginning to end. I started filming before it started. And I'm filming it now right at the end. All right, and people are already going. There's going to be no trouble. Anybody starts trouble after this, it won't be any of these guys. All right,
I think the Southampton Patriots would like to say thank you, mate.
Oh, thank you.
Well done for coming out, with your fun coming out and recording this and doing it.
Appreciate it,
We'd like
mate.
to say, what's your channel? And we'll get some people on that.
Zero News. I've worked with you guys before, so I've worked with Kirsty before.
Oh, Kirsty Draper.
Yeah, Kirsty Draper. Yeah.
Oh,
So I did the first 2 Rape of Britons with Tommy Robinson.
Oh, okay.
I had to change my channel because the last one got taken down, but it's now at 00 News. The word 0.
What is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, but at the moment, Mark is the leader, mate. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
Is it?
yeah, the word 0 and then 0 again.
Oh, 0 News.
That's it. You got it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I'm fully supporting the Southampton Patriots with everything.
Oh my God, man, you're known, aren't you? Fucking hell, look.
Yeah, I used to have a 20k channel, but we started again.
I've done it now.
Brilliant, mate. Thank you.
Subscribe to you.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much.
No, Mark, like I said, Mark just said, cheers, man.
No, I've come over to Southampton with you guys. I want to make it over to Portsmouth with you guys and that as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, Dan Gosport for Hampton Resistance. If you can make that, man, that's brilliant.
Going to try and get to as much as I possibly can. I've had a couple of bereavements, so I had to take a bit of time off.
I'm sorry to hear that,
It's all right, mate. It's all right.
It's life, isn't it?
Yeah, but I've sort of come back with this today, and like I say, so I could get going again. I want to support the Southampton Patriots. I look at you guys as a shield to.
Thank you.
You know, you're doing what the police should be.
But these guys, these guys got to work with us, man. Brilliant when you work with us.
Safe journey back.
Thank you.
So they've been working really well with you, yeah?
No, the old Bill.
They've been pricks.
Yeah, they've been arseholes.
Have they?
Oh look.
Because I saw the way they treated Craig in Southampton. That was bad.
Terrible. It's terrible. So they'll be very, very nice. Like I don't know, man. If you say I got nicked, I told you.
Oh, you said about that. That was crazy. I don't even understand how that's racial.
No, because I asked him where he was from because he wasn't from England, and it was a genuine question.
Yeah.
If somebody speaks differently, if someone speaks like a different accent,
Yeah.
how do you find out where someone's from?
You have to
Without
ask.
asking
You have to
where they're
ask.
bloody from.
Yeah.
So what's her name? PC, PC Turn, was it Turn? I can't bloody remember.
Yeah.
Rang me up and said, I just advise you not to ask people where they're from. And I said, you must be kidding me, man.
That's crazy.
You must be kidding me. It is
That's
mad.
crazy. You could ask anybody there, but then that, so don't ask anybody who might be from somebody else.
Basically, I mean,
That's crazy.
oh mate, I couldn't really get my head around it because I said to him, how do I know? Like if you were talking to me in Italian or something, and I wanted to know who you were,
how would you ask?
How the
Basically, you couldn't under their rules.
No,
That's
no.
ridiculous. It's so we're allowed to talk less and less honesty.
Yeah, it is,
You know?
it's just less and less honesty.
Yeah,
all
it's
the
like
time.
living with blinkers on the whole time.
Yeah, but us patriots are getting targeted, mate, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're just being targeted.
Yeah, thugs,
Yeah,
racists.
but we're none of these things, though.
Do you think it's starting to bounce off though? Do you think? It's,
Oh, nobody cares about it.
yeah,
Nobody cares.
it's
You
just
could
been
be
overused now, isn't it?
Racist and Nazi,
Yeah.
and all of that means absolutely
It's just-
nothing.
it's just-
because I've got what's it called? I've got a mate who's black. I've got a few black friends, for God's sake. Well, am I allowed to say that?
Because there's a load of black people who are on our side in all this. Yeah, yeah.
And Asian people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. It's not a white
like
thing.
The Kurds fought with us in World War
Yeah,
II.
yeah.
The Kurds, come on.
It's a lot of it is about the people that have come over now. We don't want
Because
to
they're
do.
from war-torn countries. They come over, mate.
And it's like you can't bring your country with you and implant it here. You can't do that. If you want to do that, go back.
It's madness.
Yeah.
I bet I was best start helping Mark.
All right, buddy.
Nice
Thank you so much. Sorry. Cheers.
We like that.
Yeah. Zero news, mate. Thank you, bud. I've got another soup. So much. Whoever sent that? Look. Oh. Is that Dan, you appreciate that. So kind of you. Really kind of you. Really strange getting a super chat for walking down what is the end of my road. It's insane. I can't believe this is happening here. But that was nice to get a shout out from the Southampton Patriots, and I just want to say thank you to them, not only for the shout out, but for the constant work that they do. We're outside the Highfield Hotel for the best part of a year. They have been a shield to Southampton. All those other groups, as you know, is where people are landing, where they're being housed in the hotel. The messages wouldn't be getting out. The local papers don't tell the stories. Without the streamers, without the protesters, without all the information network we've got here, the truth never gets the light of day. It just doesn't. That's not a conspiracy. Go and look at the Daily Echo tonight and see what is said. Go and look at the MSM tonight and see what is said. See what's said about this story. Because I checked this story out on Google last night. Sorry, I didn't realise that was right in my face. I checked this story out on Google last night, and it gave me such a curated, abbreviated version of the story, and it really missed out all the parts that are important. And that's what you're getting, a curated version, if any version at all. So unfortunately, it's sad that they're trying to close down YouTube channels, because at the moment, whilst the mainstream media are not doing their jobs, whilst other people are not doing their jobs, it's down to the Southampton Patriots and the people like Lordy, the people like myself, people like Scouts Down South, and other people who are getting these messages out. Without them, you get the curated version, which is a rowdy mob appeared. A rowdy mob of far-right thugs appeared in Blackfield for no reason whatsoever, and they'll make up some reason, add reason later, fill in the blanks here. Far-right racist thugs, knuckle draggers, Nazis, the same words they put in. So thank you to them for giving me a shout out, but a shout out to them because I followed them. Like I said, I've had a bit of a bereavement recently, but I followed them before that, and I will continue to do it after that. I consider myself as one of the Southampton Patriots, and they are such an important group down here. Unless you're down here, you don't realise how important they are. But they are what these guys are supposed to be in so many ways, and that is the line that you cannot cross. The line of moral judgment, and the line of saying no more, you can't pass here. You can't do that here. It should be their job. But until they start doing it again, until we can arrange for that, These people are doing it in their own way, peacefully, as you can see, peacefully. But I think what he was trying to say earlier on when we talked about the non-peaceful stuff is when you put people into a corner and you keep making them feel pushed further and further and further into a corner, sometimes some of them are going to snap back. What do you expect? And that's going to happen from time to time. You can't keep cornering people and expect no trouble. And that's what's happening time and time again. Now, this is not about me today. So I just want to give the final shout to these guys and just say they've done fantastic today. Getting something like this to happen in an area this small, on this short notice, you've got to hand it to them. And hopefully it just gets a message out to this area and to other areas like it. This is a sleepy little village in the arse end of nowhere. And it's happening here. There is nowhere safe. It's not a scare tactic. Like he said, you may be living next door to it, and you wouldn't. I need to change my accent to American then. You may be living next door to it and not even know it. That's the way this works. It really is. And when I say that, I say that literally because someone has just moved in across the road from me, and it's all hush, hush, quiet, quiet, the way it's done, compared to the way other things of the same nature are done. And as I said, the business has been taken over, so there's a whole story to be told here, but no one's prepared to tell it. And what we've got here and what he's talking about is the collective power of the people, and that is, on my own, I can't get a message out. Some of the Patriots on their own do really well, but they need extra people. Them, Lordy, me, Scouts down south, the other people in Gosport, Portsmouth, Bournemouth, Dover, all of us joining together and help each other out. We are drawing a fucking line in the sand and on the beach. And it's not just words. Yeah, it's words, but it's legal action. It's all these other things that can happen. And it's awakening the voting public. So that if they do decide to go with someone like Restore Britain, they know exactly why, what for, and they know exactly why there's no other party to vote for. And if they do end up, and I hope not, but if we do end up having a fight, they know exactly why they're fighting and what they're fighting for. But I hope we never get to that point. And that's it. I'm going to leave it there. And just say again, thank you Southampton Patriots for coming to my village, which is crazy to think that it's come to this. But thank you to Lordy. Look out for Lordy's video later on, because he came up behind me. I'm not going to ruin it. He came up behind me and said some really funny stuff and caught me right out. So look out for Lordy's video, because he got me proper. He's going to tag me in it, but have a look for it, because he got me proper. And I thought, yeah. So have a look, because I really did get duped by him for a few seconds. It's quite funny. It did make me laugh out loud. So, but yeah. Please share this video. It's a small area. Videos like this don't spread around the world virally, but the more people that can get this out to Southampton, Taunton, Reese, if you're out there and seeing this, mate, please share this around. We need people to know what is going on in their own neighbourhoods, because if nothing else, they can take steps to keep their children safe. And if just before I go, when the first Rape of Britain was released in Telford, the people in the crowd, a lot of them were from Telford. And at the end of it, when I asked them what was their takeaway from it, they said they were open-minded, but they were going to be a lot more careful about who and how long their kids were going to be looked after in the future. That to me was a win, because it meant that parents were actually saying, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not going to take the chance. That may have saved children right there and then. Just those parents making that choice. It's an important choice to make. They made a choice that saved their kids from having their lives ruined. So these messages do matter. Because if the parents hear it, realise it, and realise there's a danger, what do all parents do once they suddenly realise there's an actual real danger that their kids are going to face? They get the kids away from that danger or prepare them for it. You can't prepare your kids, or you can't save your kids from a danger.
Trying to look after ourselves, mate, as well, mate.
You always do, mate, you always do. They do. They're always tied up after themselves. Not the left. The left would leave this place a wasteland. Sorry, let me turn that around. The left would leave this place a wasteland. Like I said to you, they get all the signs and that, give it to them, then they just drop them everywhere. The guys clean up after themselves. This is what we are about. Clean, no violence, get the point across, get out and go home. Everyone's safe. Right, I think you've heard enough from me. Thank you for joining me. This was unexpected. I didn't know what to expect today. Thank you for the super chats. They're also unexpected. I never expect those. So thank you so much for those. Like I say, it's the easiest demo I've ever had to get to. Just walk down the road. I've never had such an easy one to get to. But never had one I didn't know. Like, I was so skeptical before coming about what was going to happen because it's so close. But again, thanks to Southampton Patriots. Thank you for watching. And that's it. I'm going to call it a day because I'm going to start repeating myself. Thanks, everybody. I'm Tom Fury in the New Forest, in the New Forest. There's nowhere left, guys. There's nowhere left. I'm Tom Fury. This is Zero News. Get that shared out there. Tom Fury, Zero News. Calling it a day for now. Take care, everybody. I love you all. I will catch up on your comments later, okay?